Hey, how's it going? It's your man Essex JAY on GTA. Look at this, typical British weather. Chucking it down, cats and dogs. Right, today's a very exciting day. The new DLC has dropped for Import-Export, Stunt Series 2, if you want to call it that. We've got a new car and several new special vehicle stunt races been added to the races. And we're going to take a look at the new vehicle in some depth, the GP1, the Progen GP1. See how that looks, performs, what modifications we can get on it. And a quick look at how many new races we've got in here. We're not going to test them, but we're going to have a look. And there we go, there's the car. It's top of the list on the left, Progen GP1, retailing at 1,260,000. That's a fair price for a supercar, I guess. Not as dear as some of them. So it's going to put into question how does it perform. And just having a quick look through, I don't think there's anything else new apart from the sale of the Progen T20. That's come down to from 2.2 million down to 1,650,000. So if you don't like the look of this car, you've always got the option of buying that if you've got an extra 400,000 approximately. And this new Progen GP1, I think the front of it is very much based and inspired by the Ferrari F40. The sides and back are different. For the sides, I think they've taken the idea from the Ferrari Testarossa, those new slatted side vents. And the back, I don't know where they've got their inspiration from. It's quite different. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And of course we've got to order it in Ferrari red. It's sacrilegious not to. Okay, I'm just going to get that delivered to apartment Del Perro apartment, garage 20 or apartment 20. While that's being delivered, I'm going to have a quick look at the races, see what new jobs are on here. Here we go, the jobs, play jobs, Rockstar created, and there straight away at the top of the stunt races, Blazer Aqua races. What we've got there, 1, 2, 3, it looks like about 6 of them. And these are all the special vehicles that come with the Import-Export DLC. It's going to be interesting to use those in stunt races. Voltics is about 7, Runas about 7. So we've got about 20 new races altogether. Those ones underneath there, they're the old ones. So yeah, about 20 new stunt races. So I'll check those out. It's going to be pretty interesting using like the Voltic in those and the Ruiner. It's going to be massive fun. It's really cool, look forward to that. And they're all double RP and double cash as well, so get on that ASAP and you'll get some extra RP and extra cash. Okay, let's go and find out if that car's been delivered yet. I knew it was coming, so obviously I've kept a slot available in the garage. Just one slot available that it's going to go into at the front, so I look forward to seeing that. And yeah, they've merged a couple of cars in this, you can see that, but I do like the front of it. It's got a very nice classic sports, old retro look to it, i.e. the Ferrari F40. And there she is. Those sides down, the slats down the side, like I say, is like from the Testarossa. I like those cluster lights and the headlights, they look nice. In the back, the verdict's out on that. It's going to be a bit of a Marmite car for a lot of people. You're either going to love it or hate it, I think. It's got character, we'll give it that. So nice sweeping lines, short front. Yeah, the cost, I would have thought this might have cost a little bit more being a new DLC supercar. Going by the past few that have come out. It's not a Benny's car. You won't find it in Benny's, you can't upgrade it there. But you can take it into a normal mod shop and apply the normal mods to it. Which we're going to do now, we're going to go and take a quick look. So just on a side note here, with the new patch 1.38, I'm hearing from my viewers that possibly the old solo car duplication glitch has been patched. Yeah, that would be bad news for a lot of people, because a lot of people have been relying on that and it's been going for years. So I'm hearing that when you dupe the car, when you take it into LSE and you dupe the car, the master comes out and gets bricked apparently. So I'm going to be looking into that later. That'll be a sad day if that's the case, but anyway, this is a good day because we've got the new DLC, new car. There is 2 more cars to come after this, 2 more classic looking cars. They'll be out possibly next Monday at the same time as the one today, about 10:30, next Tuesday rather. And then the Tuesday after that, we'll probably see the 3rd car released at about 10:30 in the morning, UK time. So 2 more cars to come after this one. I'm just going to take this into the mod shop now and see what's available on it. Yeah, just showing you can go into Benny's, and if it was usable in here then it'd be available as a stock vehicle obviously, but it's not. So you can't take it there and do it up anything major, any major upgrades. So we're going to take it into our normal shop and apply the mods there.
What's she need then? Now what do you...
Like brakes. It does need brakes. I felt that when I was driving it. It takes a while to stop, so allow that on your cornering. Steering rise, it was fairly responsive. I've doubled up the speed here by the way to get through this video a little bit quicker because it takes forever otherwise, this part of it. But I'm showing you every single thing that it's got here. Not easy to see some of the changes, not much of a change on the back there with the back bumper. But I think I'll change the colour to white in a minute anyway because it's too hard to see with red some of the changes. Obviously you can pause and check out anything you like the look of or anything you see that you think you want to use. Yeah, let's get some white on it. The exhausts are quite funny actually, I've got them all over the place. You know, about 15 exhausts on the back. Yeah, so they've gone for a real hybrid of styles and real life cars modelling on this one. I think they've thrown a few together to create this. And it's quite funny actually what they do to actually avoid like copyright issues with manufacturers. It's definitely a Ferrari look they're going for, you can see that. What I'm going to do after I've modded this car is do 3 races, take it out on a track. See how it performs on 1 lap, and then I'm going to compare it to 2 other cars. Because it felt a little bit sluggish to me driving it, I thought I'd compare it to a sports car, one of the nicer sports cars that I've got, the Porsche Fiesta I think it is. It's not the Benny's one, it's just a straightforward Porsche you can buy, and it's just maxed out all the mods on it in the normal custom shop. But I wanted to compare it to that out of interest, and then compare it also to the Italia GTB. On the same course, same single lap, and just see what lap time I get out of each. Strange little tail selection we got there. First type of those that I've seen, the little pop-up boot spoiler tail type thing. They're normally great big ironing boards stuck on the back. They got a fair selection with it body wise. Nothing too extravagant. Don't want to go for the old multi-spoke wheels here. Suit it best in my opinion. Just apply my crew colour here with nice race yellow pearlescent on top. One of my favourite colours at the moment. In the interior, I'm just showing you, you can't upgrade the interior, you can't change it at all, so you're stuck with this black interior, and the steering wheel's quite odd. It's right across your dials, you don't see much of the dials if you like to watch in first person view. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, then straight onto the track now, see how it performs. This is the important part. So just using cutting corners, 1 lap. I'm not the best driver in the world. I don't think I do too much granny cornering here. I do quite well. So I'm just going to get a lap time out of this. And then, like I say, I'm going to pit it up against the Comet Vista, the Porsche turbo looking car, and then the Italia GTB. And there we go, first completed the lap on that. And let's have a look at the time. 1 minute 4 seconds, 0.23. And just want to see how it compares to a normal sports car now. Because obviously the GP1, Progen GP1, classed as a supercar. But didn't feel it to me, so I thought I'd try it against a nice sports car, see how it compared. So 1 minute 4.23 is what I got from the GP1. I'll speed through this lap so we can get to the time. There we go. And the time that Vista got is 1:08, 1 minute 08. So 4 seconds slower. Sort of to be expected. And now to test against a known supercar that's known for being very good all-round supercar, good braking, handling, acceleration. This was the time I was interested in. Because this feels fairly fast when you drive it, whereas the GP1 doesn't necessarily feel that fast when you drive it. Whether it's because we're expecting too much from it being a new supercar, don't know, we'll find out. So there we go, just finished the race with the third test I wanted to do with the Italia GTB, and we've got a time of 1.0639. That's really surprising. Really surprised at that, because the other car does feel a lot slower than GP1, but it just goes to show, because of the game mechanics and physics in making the character of each car feel different, it can be deceiving. So in fact the Progen GP1 is a really good race car, good all-round race car I believe. Once you get used to that, I think it's going to do some really good races for you, give you some good results. Right, hope that's helped you decide. Give me a little bit of knowledge about the new DLC, what's involved, and the new car, how it looks, what's available for it, how it performs. Subscribe, hit the little notification bell next to it, and you'll get me latest video notifications when they come out. Take it easy, have fun, have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon.